All right. Great morning, every single person. Great afternoon, every single person. And great evening, every single person. Today's a beautiful day, coming into you live. As always, as promised. So the schedule is going to be, it's a big announcement, okay? Big announcement. It's actually impromptu. So we're just going to make it happen. But yes, we'll be going live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Maybe some Fridays, depending on time and availability. We will be going live around this time, only because, for one, the market, for the day is about to be closed to take a quick break for an hour at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So 2 p.m. Pacific time up until 3 p.m. Pacific time, there was a break going on in the markets, in all markets, not just cryptocurrency, not just foreign exchange, not just stock exchange. All three of them have a break. Actually, cryptocurrency is probably the only currency that does not have a break, but every other market, foreign exchange and stock markets have a break during the day from 2 to 3, which is 5 p.m. right? So 2 to 3, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. All right, cool. So let's get to it, guys. We're going to be going over a few things that I've sent to my students in our Telegram chat, right? And before that, I'm actually going to save this real quick. All right, so I'm going to save this template because I need to make sure that I'm broadcasting this. All right, so save as before broadcast. Okay, so that way, everything that I'm doing can be labeled. I like to be systematic so that I'm not all over the place. All right, so I'm going to delete that, however, because we don't need that no more today. All right, so guys, we love to make sure that each and every single person understands what exactly is going on, what we're in position to take advantage of, and things of that nature. And this week on Sunday, I sent out a few chart works, right? First one, we're just going to go over gold real quick, right? So we sent the chart work on gold over the week on Sunday, and we were just wanting to see if gold was going to either from the area that it was, either break above to continue going bullish, right? So break above the 20. So let's see what the price is, right? So we want to see price break above the 2040 0.60 area between 2040 and 2048 zone area for a bullish continuation. Or we wanted to see if price breaks below 1991 and 1981 price level to continue going bearish at the beginning of the week. Now, as the week started, guys, as we can see right here, so the market opened up on Sunday, right? So let's go over here real quick, right? So the market opened on Sunday, right? So when the market opened up on Sunday, right, as you can see right here on this day, where is it? Okay, boom, right here. So the market opened on Sunday at 2. Okay, came right into the zone that wanted to see if price breaks below, we're able to continue going towards the bearish side and tested. So as you can see, that just means that that area is a solid zone, support zone that is strong to the point that when price came to that level, right? Let me see if I can change my box real quick on the daily. Okay, cool. When price came to that level, it rejected heavily, pushed back up, and give us a quick little correction. So earlier also in the week, I wanted to see, if price was going to come to this level and continue to go to the upside. So it's not like we were wrong, right? But we were early, okay? Because right now, yes, it came lower than we expected it to, However, we're still on track for that bullish momentum. Right? You see how that's going? Which means it's okay to be early in the market as long as you understand that, it's all psychology and it's all risk management. So I'm not really worried. Yes, we might have taken a lesson on that, but we still have a great opportunity to trade for the rest of the week and make even way more than we, took a lesson on. So right now I would say, we're looking for price to come anywhere between, I'm going to delete this real quick. Okay, delete that. I'm also delete that because I don't need that anymore. Okay, so right now what we want to see is for that bullish momentum to continue, and we're looking for price to, retrace anywhere between where it currently is right now, right? So where price is currently right now, up until the 2000 area. And if price can come down to 2000, we'll definitely be looking for that bullish continuation up to the upside, to price of 2040. Okay, so that's just gold right now. All right, cool. Now let's go over to another pair called US 30. One of my favorite pairs, which is Dow Jones, right? So guys, as we can see right here in my Telegram group chat, for my VIP students, we wanted to see if price can continue above that price level, right? So on Sunday, I sent a screenshot of price at a really sensitive level. And what we want to see if price can continue going bullish from that area, or if it was going to retrace down and break below this zone that we have marked up on this area to continue that bearish momentum. Now we come over to the chart. We can see, guys, that for the past few days, price has been not only struggling around that area, but we have seen that it's completely now above that area. So which means that we are on track to most likely continue our bullish move with US 30 like we want to see, that has been happening this past few days. As you can see right here, it's been bullish, right? Broke above the zone, retested, broke above the zone, and now it's currently price is above that price level. So who knows what's going to happen next, right? Who knows what's about to happen next? And the reason why I believe that this might actually just go from this area, right? So let's just say, the market respects that zone. It might just go from this area, right? With the stop being right below right here. And we can potentially see price push up to 35,000 for US 30, right? And that's a 1-to-5 ratio. That's what I would like to see, because it's respecting the areas that were marked up that I sent out to my students on Sunday. So we'll see if it plays out. Okay, but right now it's respecting every single thing for the bullish momentum, and we would love to see price continue in that direction. All right, so nothing too crazy on US 30. Now let's go over to GJ. Okay, so for my students, right, I was able to post for them. By the way, we're very interactive, so I love to see it. We would like to see for GJ. Okay, boom. So we would like to see for GJ to either continuous bullish momentum or bearish momentum if it was to break below this zone. Now, as of today, on the 4-hour time frame, what is price doing? Price is breaking. Not only did it break above the area that we wanted to go to break above, so in order for us to give us that confirmation towards the upside, but then it's giving us that young retest for a continuation. So if price was to respect that zone, we might see price going for at least a 1-to-2 ratio up onto 16,500. And I won't be surprised if it goes even higher, up until 170 price level in the market. So that's what we're trying to see right now for GJ. Because it's broken above the resistance zone that we wanted to see. So now it might just continue that bullish run that has been working on, excuse me, within the past few days. Okay, because as you can see right there, the week opened at this price level and it's been around that same area and hasn't changed its mind to stop going bullish. If anything, is pushing even further to go bullish. And last but not the least, guys, we're going over AUD USD. Right, so AUD USD was actually a tricky one. We wanted to see a bearish momentum continue because on weekly resistance, it came and tested on this area, pushed up, tested again, pushed up, tested again, pushed up, and completely broke below. So what we then wanted to see was a continuation to the downside. However, that did not happen. If anything, it got to that position, retested as we went into. So let's go lower to even time frames. So we got to that area and activated the trade. But then it retraced back up to go its actual direction that it wants to go, which is bullish. So now my bias has changed. You see, one thing about the market is you want to adapt. You don't want to, predict. You want to move with the market. So with that being said, since it's obvious now what the market wants to do because we're on a Tuesday, what I would like to see is for price to come anywhere around this area, right? Which it has as a quick little retest. But I'm not okay with that. I want to see if it's going to retrace any deeper. Okay. And if price was to come anywhere around this area, which it is right now. So for those who are my risk takers, you can decide to do what you want to do. But for me, I would love to see now price come to anywhere around this area, right? To give us that continuation towards the upside for at least a 1-to-3 ratio. Okay. Now, with that being said, I have a question that one of my students asked me over the week, actually literally within the last 24 hours. And let me read it to you guys real quick. So one of my students asked me on our Telegram, it said, wow, this is really cool, but how do you even track that to trade? Like, how do you track the market to trade? Guys, everything is literally in front of you. When it comes to tracking the market, what we are tracking is the candlestick pattern movements. If you can just make sure that every single move that we're making in this market is in relation to what the candlestick formation is giving us, that's all we need. So if candlestick is saying, look, right, say for example, right, let's do a little bit of education real quick. Let's say we're right here, right? This is our zone, right? So price came to this level as a support and came up here as a resistance, but then broke below that support area. Now, as a trader, the first thing we want to pay attention to is, okay, if price comes back to this area of support to make it a new resistance, we're going to sell this market. What happened? When price got to that level on this particular day, it got there and retested and resisted that area, but it wasn't strong enough because the next day came around and the third day came after and broke above it. So what does that mean? It means that the sellers are just not as strong as the buyers are about to be. Because mind you, the final area that breaks right? So now once the market broke this area, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, it's about to go down, because once that happened, price came, resisted it, came down again, but got back up here, resisted again, and turned the previous area that was supporting it to another support area on the right-hand side, took off. If I was the one that saw this at the time and it broke above that and closed in that area, the next candle, I'll get in it right at that close, right? So right here, right? So we could have literally gotten in from right there, boom, put your stop below and taken a ride. That's just a quick example. And how do you track it? By making sure that the candlestick patterns make sense. Like the formation is there. There's nothing giving us an indication that's going to retrace back, because every single thing that is given us showed us that the bullish momentum wants to continue. Because the previous areas of resistance and support, where the support area was disrespected at some point, but then came back and got respected a few days later to continue its bullish run. Any questions about that? So what I'm trying to say is this: all these things we see on this chart are all ways to track your trade, are all ways to understand what exactly is the market trying to give us and tell us, in order for us to know how to respond to the market, to either go on a bullish run or on a bearish run after a retracement has been made. After a retracement has been made, I'm going to say that one more time. After a retracement has been made. So today's session was going to be quick and swift, and I'm glad that we were able to go over those topics that we went over. I am not a financial advisor, so please, every single thing that I'm doing here with you guys is all for education and entertainment purposes. I love to share my stories. I love to share my journey, and I love to educate people on what mistakes that I made, so that way it can help them not make the same mistakes. And I have fun with trading, guys. Like, this is a lifestyle now. So I really want you guys to understand that every single thing that I'm doing is coming from the heart with love and respect. I love to educate so that way they can learn from my mistakes, and love to entertain because it's fun to me now. So why not have fun with other people? Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you on our next session, which is going to be tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going over a different topic. Maybe it's the topic that you guys pick, that you guys want to go over. Or I'll pick a topic that I believe that it should be taught tomorrow. And, let's go to have a productive and blessed day. And always remember that the sky is not your limit, but the beginning of your success. See you on next section tomorrow. Same time, same place. You already know. I love you guys so much. Let's enjoy some, blessed